Hey, it's Coach Brandon, and we are back for day 5 of the Physique Mastery Program. And in this workout, we are hitting glutes and hams, so that's our focus muscle groups, and then some quads as well as calves. All right, so we're starting this one off with a deadlift. Now, there's a lot going on here, and a lot of guys do deadlifts totally wrong. And it's all in the way that you get set up. So pay close attention to the way I get set up for this. And what I do is I get into sort of like a squat position at the bottom. So like you're at the bottom of a squat. Because the way you want to think of a deadlift is really all it is it's a squat, but you're pulling instead of pushing with a bar on your shoulders, right? So I'm keeping my back as close to perpendicular to the floor as possible. So I'm not super bent over. I don't have a bunch of hip hinge because you don't want a bunch of stress on your spine, right? The deadlift is not a back exercise. It's a posterior chain exercise, which is all the muscles on your backside. So your back, your glutes, even a little bit of your quads, your rear delts. So there's a lot going on, and it's not a back only exercise. If you focus on pulling from your back only, you're just gonna get a bunch of stress on your spine and you're doing it incorrectly. All right, so then we're moving on to a sumo squat superset with reverse stationary barbell lunges. So for the sumo squat, you want your stance, so your feet to be beyond shoulder width apart. You can point your toes out if that feels a little better. It's kind of preference, or perfectly forward if you want to. And then basically just a normal squat, you want to make sure you feel it in your glutes. Try to fight bending over as much as possible, again, because you don't want too much stress on your back. And then weight when you're pressing up on more so on your heels and the outside of your feet, and you're driving starting from the glutes. All right, and then with no rest, right into the barbell reverse lunge. So it's gonna take you some time to kind of find your balance on this. So start with a lighter weight, and you're gonna wanna step out a little bit as well to help you with your balance. How far back you go is preference, okay? Some guys say like, oh, you hit more quads if you do a more shallow step back, and you hit more of your glutes if you do a further step back. I feel the opposite, okay? So don't worry about any of that. Find whatever feels best for you. We're aiming for glutes here, and I find if I step not as far back, it hits my glutes. And then yeah, so knee just above the floor, staying in one position. And I love these because it just seems more efficient than walking. And I can just focus more on the movement rather than, trying to keep my balance and not getting in someone's way, right? All right, then moving on to the stiff leg deadlift. Now it's kind of funny because this is how most guys do normal deadlifts, and they're trying to like hit their back. But with a stiff leg deadlift, what you want to do is really retract your scapula. Okay, so that's just sort of pull your shoulder blades back. So you're not shrugging, but you're not pulling up, but you're retracting your scapula and kind of pinching your shoulder blades back and trying to maintain that throughout the movement. The bar is rubbing on my legs the entire time. I'm going right down to the floor. You don't have to if you don't have that much flexibility yet. But the whole name of the game here is getting a nice full loaded stretch on your hamstrings. That's the whole point of the exercise. You're gonna feel it a little bit in your glutes too, but primarily we're focusing on a nice stretch on the hamstrings. All right, and then one of my favorite quad exercises, the feet forward Smith machine squat. So as you can see, my feet are pretty far forward, which is the beauty of doing this on the Smith machine. You can lean back into the bar, and you're gonna be able to go deeper than you can on a squat because you can keep your spine neutral while in this type of position. I like to keep my feet closer together on this one because again, the position allows you to do this without getting a bunch of butt wink and putting a bunch of tension on your spine. So really focus on going all the way down. And as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm getting so deep in the hole that my glutes are like on my ankles, my Achilles tendons. All right, and then we're finishing this workout off with the standing calf raise. So again, focus on a nice full stretch, keeping your calves engaged, holding the contraction at the top for a little bit. Nice, slow, and controlled. No bouncing, no momentum, no allowing gravity to help us on the way down so we can do more reps. It's all about stressing the muscles as much as possible. All right, so that's it for day 5. Again, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you inside of day 6.